Alright, so I haven't filmed for a few days. It's been a little bit nuts. We ended up with like a foot of snow Monday morning. We got Sunday night into Monday, we got bombed with like a foot of snow, and there's just been lost car keys everywhere. I've done, I think it's 23 or 24 cars, and I still have 3 that I have to finish up here today. And it's already a little after 2. Right now we're going to do an 08 Dodge Ram pickup. Then we're going to do a 12 Chrysler Town and Country. And then we have to run and take care of a Toyota Sienna for one of the cab companies in Liberty. And I still have to put in a combination lock and rekey a few locks for a woman lock sheltering. I don't know if that's going to happen today. It might get pushed off till tomorrow. But let's get rolling here. Alright, so that blue Dodge Ram is our next victim here. Of course, nothing's plowed out. Anyway, let me get this set up and we'll make keys for this thing. So that's this door lock picked, and that's what I came up with readings. It's got 2 through 8, so I got to do the fill for position 1. Alright, so I ran a fill on this through Blackhawk, and the only thing that came up was one possibility, was M1805, so let's cut that and make sure it works. Alright, so we're going to run this on the Gymkhana here, and we're going to choose vehicles. People get upset if I don't show them the Gymkhana and how it works. I guess a lot of people like to watch that. And that is a Ram 9809. Codes. Code was M1805. Enter. Put this into roughly U1. Tighten that down. Hit cut. And it's doing its thing. Alright, so this is the key that we cut. Just want to check this. Good in the door. Shut these wipers off. Yep, we got a security light blinking right there. It's gonna run. It's gonna die. There we go. Alright, he wants 2 keys for this, so I'm going to cut 2 transponders and we'll program them in. Alright, so we're going to program this with the IM508. We got 1 key here and the other is here. We're going to choose Dodge. We can just go automatic, I guess. I'll put this key in and turn it on. 'em. And our security light is right there flashing. Off, on. Not that we really had to do that. We know it wasn't running. $35.80. Okay. Hot function. All keys lost. Start. Okay. Oh, we don't need to read the PIN code. Swap this key. course, we want to learn the next key. Next key is in and on. That's our ding. Two keys in there. And our security light right there is out now. Do you want to learn another key? No. This thing will close out. Okay, we can unplug. We can shut this key off. And start it with the first one. Okay, that key is good. Switch to this key. Alright, so we took care of the 08 Ram. The guy actually wanted 2 keys because he doesn't want that to happen again. He actually said 3. I'm like, dude, you don't need 3 keys. Just, you know, I'd love to sell you an extra key. If you lose one, give me a call. We'll replace it. He was happy. Now we're shooting to the other side of Monticello here. We're going to do a 12 town and country. It's coming up on the dash bad key, which is the normal with those things. I literally do hundreds of those vans. But anyway, let's get rolling over there and we'll get it taken care of. Alright, so I gotta watch my pulling in on things, because if people see that I have an account, there's a guy 1 county over that feels the need that he's got to go solicit all the people that I pull in on. I think it's kind of funny. Anyway, he can watch me pull in on this one all day long. Anyway, I'm a little bit early on this, so I'm gonna have to wait about 10-15 minutes for this guy to show up, and we're gonna take care of this. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna alternate back and forth between the AutoProPad and the IM508. He said that his key had all the buttons on it, which this doesn't have power sliding doors, but he kind of gave me the information over the phone, and because I don't want to have to wait another 15 minutes for him, so we're just going to program this, and then I'll stick his emergency key in this when he gets here. Go by vehicle. This is a Dodge Caravan 8 to 16. Gonna read the pin code 6126. Program a blank key 6126. Okay. 3 keys are complete. And it runs, and when he pulls in, I'll pop the emergency key in here, and we'll be back up and rolling again to the next one. Alright, so the town and country's done. He's happy as hell. And now we are headed to Liberty. We have to do a taxi cab up there. Let's go get that taken care of, and we still might have enough time to do the rekey and the combination lock and lock sheldrake. Alright, so actually we're getting sidetracked. One of my GM dealers that I do a whole bunch of work for just called in. They need a high security key cut for a GM, and for some reason he's got an issue with his machine. It's not doing it. Anyway, if anybody remembers the Concord Hotel here in Monticello, New York, this big empty lot here on your left is where the Concord used to sit. This was the main entrance right here. They tore everything down, and across the street, that one road down, they built a water park, and they put a big casino in. Monticello, Resorts World Monticello, they put in here with like table gaming and all of that stuff. Anyway, just a little history. It used to be one of the largest hotels in the world when this was a big, you know, resort area. Now it's just You know, it's just mostly the Hasidim in the summer, the Jewish folks. They're good people, though. I mean, a lot of people around here knock them, man. They're fantastic. They're the only thing that keeps this economy going up here. But anyway, let's head to the Chevy dealer, and we're going to cut them this key. All right, so we just pulled into the local Chevy, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram dealer here. I'm just going to run in and grab this key, and we will cut it for them. All right, so this is what they need done. It's a 22 Chevy Silverado, and they have the key code for it. I'm just gonna look it up direct. All right, so 22 Silverado, check vehicle, Chevrolet. Next, Silverado 1500, and Z series comes up right there. Codes, we're gonna do Z3 4 7, come on, 7 7. Next. Just set this up on U1. As soon as I open this up a little further, and a little bit further, and a little bit further. Do its thing. All right, so we took care of the Chevy dealer there. I didn't even charge them, man. They throw me so much work that just to cut a key for them by code, I'm not concerned with it. I was right here in Monticello anyway. That place normally has, you know, they have like 3 or 4 locations there. They normally have, I would say, minimum 500 cars, trucks, vans, stuff like that on the lot at any given time. I don't think there's 20 cars on their lot right now. This whole thing that's going on with this chip shortage and car shortage, whatever they're blaming it on these days, I can't believe how screwed up everything is. Everything's got to be ordered in specific. It's like we're going back, you know, way back in time when you used to check the model car in the showroom and then order it with the options that you wanted. Anyway, we're going to Liberty, and we're going to take care of this taxi cab right now, the Toyota Sienna. All right, so normally the rule with these Toyotas, if this has a passenger side door lock, which it does, it's usually on that door. If not, it'll be on the driver's side, but more than likely on the passenger. And this is the typical Toyota with the Torx in here. Loosen this up, and that will come right out in your hand. I'm just working real tight. I can't even get my shoulders between these two cars, so I'll be back with you. All right, so there's our code on it, 69360, but that's making me nervous. That looks like a junkyard part. Hopefully, this is keyed the same. All right, so this key works perfect in here. Let's hope it works in everything. All right, so it does work. That needs some oil, the driver's side door. And let's see. Oh, yummy. A mask. Ugh. And it's not chipped just like I expected. Okay, so I'm going to put that lock back in there, cut him another key, and we are done. Alright, so I did oil this lock up. Works perfect now. Alright, so typical Toyota. You just take this lock, slip this right back in here. And if I can reach in my pocket and get the screwdriver out, we'll be all set. Okay. Or the Torx, I should say. Don't want anybody to have to correct me. Pretty tough one-handed here. So that's in there. Pop that plug in there, and this is good to go. All right, so here we go with this. This is finished. Cut them 2 keys. This car starts. runs done here, and we're moving on. All right, so we're in the back of Liberty here. I'm just trying to figure out where the taxi cab parking lot. There it is, right there. All right, I'll be back with you here in a minute. All right, so here we are in this taxi. If you notice, security is blinking right there. They do have an OEM key for it. So I may have programmed keys in this car, and then they found this one because this cab company was just sold to another company. But anyway, we're going to program this back in. This is a, let me just grab the year. All right, so I just screwed that up. I had it on photo. Security light in this van is on now. Okay, so we're going to put this key in. Off and on like 5 or 6 times. Security's out. Don't mind the noise, it is a taxi cab. Alright, so we took care of the taxi there. It's like 4:30. I'm gonna go fill up with gas and head home. I appreciate you guys watching today, and I'll be back with you again tomorrow, and we will get some stuff done. Have a good night.